Hello everyone. Oh, I don't know if we're up yet. Are we up? We might be up. Hello everyone. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to the first stream of the year. I'm your host, Dan, as I am every year. Hopefully everybody is good. Gonna get started real shortly here. Gonna let the slow trickle of people come in. I'm gonna slurp my coffee a little bit. I have tried and failed being productive today, so I'm going live and hopefully with you guys can film a video or two. This is the print from last time, by the way. So I did put mounting holes, but I'll probably end up gluing it to my, I've got a tool board. Ooh. You can just see the wide angleness of the lens. See the bend on that? Ooh, fancy. So the plan with this is that, well, all of the tweezers that I just had out to organize, oh there. So I'm gonna hang tweezers kind of like that so that I can put them wherever I need. So yeah. Just a simple little print, used barely any filament. It's very, very light. I don't know where my scale is, but there we go. Had these two things come in the mail as well. But this here, I'm gonna have to do a rant on. So we'll rant about that a little bit later. Get in there. Get in there. Well, it's not working. There we go. Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra 512 gig. Got that 33% off in the S6 watch. Ooh, grats. Very nice. Congratulations on the new phone. I'm running a Google Pixel. Whoop. I don't know what generation it is, but I think it's Pixel 7. It's got the camera bump. Hey, how's it going, Fleming? I haven't seen you in the stream for a very long time. How you been? Was it you, Fleming, who I sent the t-shirt to all those years ago? I feel like it was. That was years and years ago. Holy crap. Actually, Denmark. I don't know if I sent it to Denmark. It was a Nordic country, but it was also like 4 years ago, so I don't really remember. Your Note 9. Yeah, Note 9 is a bit... Note 9 is a bit dated at this point. So these two guys here, you've probably seen these in electronics YouTubers. Oh, there we go. It was you. Nice. Awesome. I've got mine too. Probably going to be wearing it in Montreal, coming up to the Open Hardware Summit. But these kits, you've probably heard of Evil Mad Scientist. They are sort of 555 timers made with discrete components. This one here is through hole. This one here is surface mount. And I will tell you, as a Canadian, with the shipping, it costs 150 Canadian dollars to no longer supported. Oh yeah, B-Dubs. So you're the one. You're the only one who bought anything off my Teespring store. Thank you. So there we go. In the chat right now, the only three people, me, Fleming, and B-Dubs, were the only three that have my merch. There's I think there's 4 other T-shirts which I have sent out to corners of the world. But yeah, other than that, yeah. So this was 150 Canadian dollars for both of these shipped, which is insane. But then I got billed at the border for another $55 worth of duty. So There is no way, even if I make 2 videos, which I'm planning on, one for this one, one for this one, there's no way I'm going to recover my $200 for buying these. I thought they were super cool, one to support the company. I just wish I mean, it's insane the amount. I think it was about $46 of shipping and then the $55 of duties. So almost $100 that are not actually going to support Evil Mad Scientist. It's crazy. Yeah, I got that. No longer supports the Note 9. Is the Note 9 that's not the explodey one, right? Is it? Oh shit, I was looking for a measuring tape today. And turns out I had put it away and that's why I couldn't find it. Fantastical. So yeah, these things are totally cool. I'm gonna put them together probably on a live stream. If you haven't seen them, they're like literal, like they're huge sized 555 timers. So that's gonna be pretty freaking awesome. But I just wish I didn't get hosed by the shipping and the customs fees. That I agree with you. They are very nice. And it turns out it was the Note 7. Okay, gotcha. Someone had created a mod for, I think it was Counter-Strike, where the hand grenade was replaced by a Note 7. So you throw it and it explode. Great stuff. So yeah, this is it. Actually, IMSI guy. Oh, don't know who that is. Actually, I want to show you guys another thing that I bought just before Christmas. I did talk about it on the podcast. So those of you who listen to the podcast, it was the one with Gadget Reboot a couple of months ago. But I did buy this bad boy. Oh my God, it looks so good on camera. So this is not actually a Stratocaster. This is a Donner guitar, Donner. And I got it because it looks identical to my Stratocaster that I don't take out because I don't want to damage it and whatever. And this thing has just been living in my basement, and I play it from time to time. Unlike the Stratocaster, which I keep hidden in its case forever. So yeah, this is letting me learn some guitar. So the plan is eventually I want to make a amplifier for it. That'd be pretty cool. Like just maybe do amplifier experiments. Like we can start with a very basic amplifier and then we can add like tone controls and stuff like that. So yeah, probably today though, we'll be taking a look at what's inside here. This is a truly a Christmas present from me to me. Here you can see the price, $56.20. So this is for the channel, but it's still, this is totally something I didn't have to buy, but I decided to splurge a little bit on the channel. So this is going to be pretty fun as well. And then obviously very shortly, there's going to be a sale on AliExpress. That would be January 8th. And I might look into a Voron kit. We'll see. Voron 3D printer. I need to make a video writing my thoughts because I've got this thought that I want to print ABS parts, but ABS parts require an enclosure. And I have 3 3D printers here, 2 that work, 1 that works well, 3 that work, 1 that works really well, and none of them can print ABS. None of them are kind of safe to print ABS either because they are not enclosed and I'd have to vent to outside and it's cold outside. So yeah, thinking about what to do about that. I really would like an enclosed 3D printer. That's where the Voron would come in. But yeah, Happy New Year's, everyone. Are you guys ready to see what this is? Oh yeah, and I bought some. So for those people who are going to be at the Open Hardware Summit in Montreal, which probably is going to be me. I can't promise, but I'm planning on it. The only reason I wouldn't be able to go is if I work at the college, basically. And they never tell me in advance, so that's nice. So anyways, I got these business cards made. So I designed these, and I sent them over to a service called Vistaprint. Really inexpensive printing, but for whatever reason, they're very expensive now. So it was $40 for 200 cards. And so I actually found a seller on AliExpress. Like, look, it's the most AliExpress thing ever with the thank you. But 200 business cards from AliExpress, and they were, it was $18 and something. So half the cost of getting them made locally. And as far as I can tell, they're just fine. And you guys can check the QR codes on here. It should work just fine. Send one to my YouTube channel, the other one to the podcast on Spotify. I did think about pointing these to my own server, but I mean, I don't think the Spotify link will go down. I don't think the YouTube link will go down. So there you go. You guys can scan it on your screens if you'd like. I did test them. They do work. So that's good. And they look pretty good. I mean, I'm no graphic designer, but they did come out pretty nice. They're kind of like, you know, matte. Sipping port. Oh boy. Cheers to you. Need an enclosure to keep a constant temperature for the ABS and fume control. Yes, you're completely correct. Breeze could trash a print. Yeah, so that's why I'm considering the Voron V0 for the inexpensive version. It's about 650 bucks. Or the Voron 2.4, which is about $1,500. So like just over double the cost. But the V0, the print size is 150. There we go. So it's this big. So if you look at a business card, it's like one and a half business cards in each direction. It's a tiny print. So, you know, it's very, very small. Whereas the 2.4 that I spec'd out for 1,500 bucks, it's a 350. So now if you're looking, like, that's a huge, like, this is the medium size LTT water bottle. So it dwarfs the medium. This is the, I think this 32 ounce. I don't know. I'm not good in ounces. But anyways, it's huge. Like, what do I use for reference here? I have no banana. I could go upstairs and get a banana, but that doesn't work. Multimeter. Don't have a relatively known one. But anyways, huge. The only problem is this, the 350, I think 3D printer's footprint is going to be like massive. But anyways. So, yeah, the V0 would be nice because it's small, but then it's small. And I wouldn't be able to help myself but to print a Voron using the V0. And I think what's going to happen is if I get the big 2.4 Voron, I'm probably going to go through here, make sure my 3D printers are working well enough, and then just frickin' sell them all. Just kind of, you know, bigger than an Ender 3. I think you can put an Ender 3 inside of the enclosure of a Voron and have it work. Like the bed has enough room to swing back and forth. So huge. The 350 Voron. Theoretically, I'd want a 500 mil Voron, but rigidity starts being an issue at those sizes. So let's check out what's in here. Do you guys have any guesses, by the way? So it costs 56.20 Canadian, so it's about 40 bucks, something like that. Are you so vastly different? Of a Prusa Mark 3S have only once wished for a bigger volume. Here, I think the big difference is this. it's all full of dust now, but so this is my snow speeder, right? And if you go, let's see here, it's all full of dust because it's been inside this whole time. So 350 mils, that's there. So that's 350 millimeters right there. And then this is the printed snow speeder. As you can see, quite a bit bigger. Even like the fan duct, right? I cut it into 2 pieces to make it fit better. So, yeah, I'm not like, I am a bit extreme, but the issue is not even that. I'll tell you how neurotic I am, and you won't even believe me. If I drop down to 2 sizes smaller, so a Voron that only prints 250 by 250, like that, it only saves, out of the $1,500, it'll save me $200 or $300 max. It's like $1,200. So it's one of those situations where I don't want to build it and then want a bigger size. But yes, I agree. I'm a little extreme, and I'm the type of person that'll like print stuff like this. So like already this is too, this wouldn't be able to fit. I mean, maybe it would fit on the bed diagonally, but like this was printed on that really bad Sheen Winnie thing. Yeah, what kind of stuff do you do, Fleming? I'm curious. But I also want to print like, the main reason I started designing my own 3D printer, which I need to have a chat about because I might finish it, but I'll probably take it down. I'll probably tear it apart after I'm done it for reasons that I'll go through in a video one day. But the reason I started designing that is because I want to build boats, RC boats. So really, my design is like 250, so like this high, right, by 400 mils. So that's a big, I can probably glue two sections of that, make it in 4s. It'd just be pretty good. But yeah, just, the thing is, if the 250 size saved me like, I don't know, like $500-600, if it was like half price, I would go for the 250 size. But the thing is, it's not. Mostly do enclosures for your IoT stuff. Oh, that makes a whole lot of sense. But you see, I also like making enclosures. So that's why I kind of need the V0, the little one, and the 2.4, the big one. But I just know that if as soon as I spend $1,500 on a Voron, that's when Voron Designs will release a new design. Just crazy. Anyways, any ideas? We've got a white box inside here. Oh. Does that help? We're getting any better? Does this help? I mean, it's getting pretty clear, right? They did a good job. This thing is really well packed. Go for my dreams. Yeah, that's, I'm heading there. I might be broke by the time the dreams end. PSU, close. Yeah, longer than a standard letter size. Yeah, that's true. It's big. Do I have a standard letter size here? I do. Oh, look. Here's some, wow. That's my design here for the snow speeder. I just found this laying next to my workbench. So the big Voron, which by the way, you guys will have to join me on multiple live streams for, but the bed on the Voron is going to be bigger than this, slightly. It's big. Yeah, this is a wow stick. It's a screwdriver. It's an electric screwdriver. I was checking the finances for the YouTube channel and figured the taxes I would have to pay this year are going to be insane. So I spent a little bit of money to reduce the taxes. No one brings money to their funeral. Exactly. Thank you. Also, the Voron with the enclosure, I'll be able to do engineering plastics, like nylon and stuff like that, which is a big deal too. Because when you start making parts for, like, I don't know, automotive use or whatever, you know, you can get some awkward shapes and stuff, and some really strong plastics. Oh, should I unbox this? Maybe I'll run the this is you guys. I'll run the YouTubing camera while I do this, just in case there's something good. But you're absolutely right, Fleming. So I've decided that there's a few things I have to do. I have to make space. Oh, nice. You like it. I have to make space in my sort of dirty room over there to rebuild my transmission, and I got to do that very shortly. But once I make space, there's going to be space for the transmission, but also space to work on 3D printers, because the giant X5 SA I have that kind of prints like dog doo-doo, I'm going to have live streams to upgrade it to linear rails, because I do have linear rails for it. I think I should. I mean, probably. All right. Need a battery for my camera, like so. Like this. I don't need to talk in this YouTube video. I'm just gonna make sure that, you know, unboxing it for the first time is sort of on camera. So I'll just keep talking to you guys instead of worrying about the YouTube video. No, that should be good. All right, hit record. There we go. Yeah, so yeah, I can keep talking to you guys. I'll just do this at the same time. Okay. Fancy, fancy. Oh. It says I'm a screw pad. I'm a screw pad. Quick status on car woes. Transmission blew up. The second replacement transmission blew up. So now the car is sitting on my lawn instead of in my driveway, because my boss has been hounding me to take the company vehicle. Well, that's really nice. They've been hounding me to take the company vehicle for a long time, but I don't want it because it's a big pickup truck. But he wants me to have it because he feels bad me spending my fuel to go to work sites. However, I knew what the job was when I took it. And plus, I don't like being liable for stuff I can't afford to replace. You know what I mean? But anyways, so he's going to give me his work truck, but that means I have no space in the driveway. So I parked my car on the lawn. So yeah, I do have the parts. I can go grab them later. I do have the parts to rebuild my transmission. So I'm a case accessories. I don't know how well it's going to go. I have done lots of work on cars before, but I have never really dabbled in automatic transmissions. Oh, it's literally a case. Why is this like this though? Is it magnetic as well? But anyways, I plan on... Nope, it's not. I plan on doing the transmission on a YouTube video on my Dan Fixes Cars channel. So there goes. Yeah, that's okay, Fleming. You know how you could help, Fleming, for real? Is you could source me a transmission from the Nordic countries that are willing to ship to Canada. I found quite a few on eBay, but they're not willing to ship. So toolbox. Okay. Oh, I see. So it got little, like the little disassembly guitar pick type thing. Got a magnetizer, demagnetizer, which is all fell apart. They should just clip together. So I see a lot of European sellers selling transmissions for these Volvos, but they're not willing to ship to Canada. USB-C charger. My footage on the YouTube video is going to be horrible because it's so dark. It's okay. Oh, little vial with little screws. I don't know if you guys can see that. No, I know you're in. I know you're in Denmark, but I found transmissions in Sweden, Spain, Germany, all sorts of places. Here's a base. I think in general, I am looking. Let me specify. I'm looking for a manual transmission, and in Europe, way more of these V70s were sold in manual than in North America. So this is why I can find automatic transmissions in North America, but not manuals so much. And honestly, I don't want another automatic transmission unless like someone gave me their frickin' someone gave me the chance to actually drive it physically before I do anything. Okay. You know what's just dawned on me? The screwdriver's not here. Oh, these are the bit. Is this the screwdriver? Is it this small? but let's talk shipping options. Yeah, I know. But the thing is, if you can get a good enough deal on the part, I'll tell you, it's $800. I've paid $800 for my transmission. So if you can ship it to me for like $500 and we can buy it for not much more, you know what I mean? Ooh. Ooh, it's got some torque. Pretty nice. You can also go by hand. Sounds like there's something loose in there. Pretty fancy. It's not that loud. I'm glad I actually got a screwdriver with this. That should go in there. That's a little how you doing. There's a pad on the bottom, but I don't think it's actually magnetic. Yeah. Get off of there. Is that? Okay, it's rubber. I don't know if I like this. This is pretty cool. I don't know if I like this. Let me just reset the camera here. This year might be the year of a new camera too. We'll see. All right, some bits. Screwdrivers in the box like the bits. Yeah. Pad is on the top. Oh, That's weird. Does it go like that? Oh, that's more stable. Does it really go like that? Which way does the logo go? It's a WOW stick. No, it's a WOW stick, so it's a W. Right? That's a W? Like WOW stick? So we go this way. Danish Post. Rates are insane. What's the approximate weight? Let's say 40 kilos, approximately. You know what? Let's go 60 kilos. Okay, these got they got jarred a little bit in flight there. Some of them are knocked out of their holders. Oh, I was going to say I don't like the way they're mounted, but that's not bad. The whole thing comes out of the tube. Oh, just need to stuff them back in there. Okay. I kind of like that. Like so. This is number X2. You can use the postal code from my P.O. box, Fleming. Here's X1, opens this way. So I feel like I want a better solution than these. It's not bad, but it's not conducive to quickly accessing stuff. It's kind of it's a little jank. It's a little jank. Okay. Very nice. Here we go. Oh, geez, this one has long bits at the bottom. So I should have pretty much all the bits I would want. Just the ones, see, look, the ones at the bottom fell out there. And they've been rolling around in here for a little while, it seems. I respect the design, and I respect that it ships really easily, right? It's a tiny little box. But I do think I'm going to want to 3D print something a little bit more like this style. Like so, and like so. And I do like the long reach here of these bits. It's quite nice. Okay, stick that back in there. I'll have to look on Thingiverse, see what people have designed. So there we go. So I got the Pro, I got the high-end one, the WowStick 1F Plus. Yeah, the W, yeah, okay, yeah, W stands upright. So now the only question is, let's go get something. What is this? Oh yeah, this, how does this work? So that's the case. Does this fit in here? Sorta. But not with the base though. It's not. These will fit. Like so. So that all fits except for the base. I'm guessing like the bits are supposed to sit on top here. Yeah, I think I'm going to 3D print a case for it. Whoa, 20 kilograms is 350. Yeah, I don't see that ending well. The problem is that cars are super expensive right now. If it didn't completely dox me, I would take you guys along on a mission to check out Kijiji. So my first impression is this case here. I can leave behind. This is like, look, the seam doesn't even line up. See that? I'm not actually sure what the utility of this is. I do see that it has little grooves, so you can put these like that, I suppose. Nope, it doesn't all fit 3 side by side. It's like some sort of design consistency wasn't achieved. The base is okay. I wouldn't say it's great. Here, let's try something. If I grab... This is a blast. Wow, I can't believe I used to use a phone this small. This is my old iPhone, I think this is a SE. It's the size of an iPhone 5 something. So let's see. I'm going to reset the... There we go. Okay, so it's got screws in here. They are pentalobe. They're like a 5-sided star. Or are they? You guys can probably tell better than me. Jeez, I can't see that small. I'm getting old, guys. Yeah, I think it's a five-lobed thing. So let's see if we have that. Not on X1. These are regular Torx, tamper-proof Torx. Yes, right here. 256. Let's see. I cannot easily identify. Is this regular Torx? Yeah, T3. It says WOW T3 on it. So let's see. Y is 0.6. I don't think so. Oh, this is not the right one. This is a 3-lobe. So what do they call it? P2. I'll go P2. Y T T T Y P5 P6 P2. In French, P2 means dog. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that works. Okay. And that's tighten. This is loosen. So we can do it by hand. Yeah, there we go. Take out that screw. Put it on the screw mat. Yeah, that worked just fine. Now I'm assuming if I were to throw them back in there, it would be hell. Metabo 4-volt screwdriver, 21 clutch settings, and a drill mode. Pretty cool. 3-inch deck screw all the way in. That's actually really cool. I don't know if this thing has a clutch. It's not very strong, which is probably a good thing. Really should be filming a YouTube video, huh? So let's see if we can pop her in there. Like that. Actually has really good control. I think I like it. It's going to sit on my desk here. Probably make a holder for it actually in my shelving system. Get in there. Do it by hand. You know what? I think this works really, really well. I'm pretty impressed. I don't know if it's going to be, you know, ideal for regular teardowns and stuff, but definitely does seem to work. And I mean, this is like the tiniest bit. Look at the size of that. It is tiny. Here, I'll make it spin for you guys. Fancy, fancy. It feels pretty good, I have to say. And I haven't even charged it yet, so that's good. Put this back in there. In there. There we go. So yeah, I'm gonna make a video on this thing for sure. I'm not sure I understand the point of the case though. I'm gonna put these things in. I'm moving away from doing sort of unboxing videos too. So that's why I'm sort of unboxing it for you guys. Send people to take a look over here if they're interested. Gridfinity box. Yeah, I am a fan of Gridfinity. I have a very fancy. I have a toolbox that I bought myself for my mobile works. I'm now a mobile tech. And I wanted to Gridfinity the inside, but my 3D printer is too small. So there we go. Ah, there. Don't need all this packaging, I don't think. Put them to the side for now. That's good. So this one is pretty good. Hopefully it's going to make for a good. Hopefully it's going to make for a good video. Now nothing fits anymore, huh? There we go. So that's that. So yeah, I'm gonna change a couple of things. No, it's okay. You guys can talk all you want. I'm gonna change a couple of things with the channel though. Mailbag videos are probably going to be a thing of the past. I'm going to make stuff like AliExpress hidden gems, you know, like Great Scott does. But I want to put my own twist on it. I don't want to do what he does. But I think it is a lot more findable. It's easier to, it's a lot more searchable. And honestly, a lot of people find mailbag videos boring. So probably not going to be doing that format anymore. If you guys listen to the latest podcast, I am seeking this year for my channel to become more important. Now, I know it sounds really stuck up when I say that, but basically, I want people to want to be on my YouTube channel. I want people to, you know, really, like you guys, I'm preaching to the choir. You guys are here on a live stream. You guys, you're already my target audience, but I need to draw in new people because work is just really unstable. And so, you know, I'd really like to, you know, be a channel where sponsors want to come to, want to send me stuff, want my opinion on stuff. I also want to work on the automotive YouTube channel. And yeah, this year that's kind of the hope, you know? Does this still work? Yeah, I got these like so long ago. Yeah, I see it just works there. So, yeah, basically have a whole bunch of stuff to do. Going to be modding 3D printers so they print a little bit better. Doing some guitar effects pedal things because that's always fun. You know, I want to just experiment with different stuff that I do so that I have fun making videos as well. as well as making probably better and more entertaining videos, you know? So it's not all drudgery. I've started a new project too. A lot of CAD time. But here, I'll just put this here. I don't want to spoil what the video is about, but this should give you a little bit of a hint. So this is made in CAD, obviously. Got 2 big holes on the top there and a bunch of little holes through the middle. So yeah, it's up to you to figure out what I'm doing with those. Have a couple of those. What else? I got a ton of stuff I need to be doing. Okay, should we try to film a YouTube video? This is the question. I was supposed to be doing that, but then I didn't. Or we can say screw it and we just build something. Or we say screw it and we just do some CAD. Let's see. I've thought about doing some AliExpress tools on my other channel, getting some cheap $1.99 tools and trying them. Some AliExpress stuff isn't real bad. I agree. I completely agree. If I look real quick, those and those and those and this. So these are all from AliExpress. A friend of mine had issues making a power setup for his guitar pedals, about them needing to be isolated. Yeah, noise isolation is really important. It gets really difficult, but hell, we can do that. These guys are pliers to unclip fuel lines. So this is something that if you were to buy at a local store, this is like 15 bucks. And it's the same, just the important thing is there's little squares on both sides of the tube. You have to pinch them in and push the tube back. So you can do it with your fingers, but sometimes with the dirt that gets behind it, it gets really hard. But it's so simple. They're just spun inwards, right? They're just little. The tines are spun inwards, but these were like $3 on AliExpress. Same thing about this. These are relay pliers. So if you look, they have just a little bit of a curb on the tip. So here's a relay. And you would stuff this down the fuse box. See if I can get it to focus. 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 So you'd stuff this down the fuse box and just be able to grip the bottom of the relay there, just like this, sort of like that. And then you could yank out the relay. So these little relay pliers, they don't work this way, but they'll work this way. Just barely enough to pull up the relay. So these, again, locally, 20 bucks. They were like $5 on AliExpress. This is a tool for springs on drum brakes. So you put the spring end, pull up and over. Maybe I could do a design. I would not trust me to do a power design for audio. Like, I can try it. It'll be a lot of Googling. Locking pair for the spring style hose clamps. Yeah, those are great until they snap at your fingers. This, however, is a bit of a disappointment. This is a clutch alignment tool. When you put in a clutch, you need to align it with the splines on the clutch disc. And so you would select the one that fits, put this through. And the reason why it's disappointing is because it's very plastic. It doesn't really hold up to anything. But yeah, and then you'd spin this, and then you'd expand it till it holds the clutch disc, and then you would spin this down onto the pressure plate. But look how much play there is. There's no way that this can work, sadly. So that expands that, and then this goes inside that. But I mean, there's so much play. So So this one's no good, but this one was, you know, only a couple bucks too. I think I broke one of these. So yeah, this one less good. These three, they're gonna work perfectly. So that's good. So yeah, these are just tools I have like laying around down here. Oh, this was the screwdriver I got with my framework. Bought a laptop too. Laptop was a long time coming though. Okay, we should probably do something. So if we don't do something, I'm just gonna go eat dinner, and that's not a good thing. I need to do something. Let's see, what do we got? What do we got? What do we do? Got lots of stuff I could do, but I just don't remember them at the moment. What do we do? Got the SimRig project, solar projects, USB Type-C shootout. That's a lot of data taking. Educational circuits. I don't know. I'm like not very motivated. I just like hanging out here with you guys. Future ABS print. Yeah, absolutely. You can want the clutch alignment tools that are specific for every year, make, model. They're all made out of injection molded ABS. So yeah, that's the thing. But I mean, a Voron is $1,500, and I'm still filming on an old Nikon camera here. Let's see, what year did the D3300 release? It's 33 or 3400. I don't remember. But let's see. D3300 release date. 2014. Okay, let's see. Maybe it's a 3400. I don't remember. So it's either 2014 or 2016 that this camera came out. This one over there. There's a serial number. Let's see. Nikon serial number lookup. Let's see if I can actually put it, not lens, camera. Well, it's not worth it. It's an old camera. It's like 10 years old. Yeah, that plastic thing is pathetic. I agree. But the pliers were good though, and I think the plastic thing was like $4 or something. So I gave it a shot. You know, it wasn't great. So yeah, so this year, if I buy a new camera, I don't know if I'll do a Voron, or I might do both and say screw it, not make any money. But any big purchase like that has to happen after tax season, because all my self-employed income, all the stuff that comes in through the YouTube channel is not taxed until tax season. So I'm gonna have to write a big fat check to the CRA to the tune of, it's roughly, you have to expect roughly like 40% of your full, of your entire income. So if you don't have that saved up, too freaking bad, right? It's kind of that kind of thing. So on top of that, I'm not sure if a deal will ever fall in my lap for a car, so save for big Voron. Okay, well, I mean, chat is saying big Voron. So let's show you what I'm thinking here. If I open Brave and I switch to screen, there we go. So we're going to go to AliExpress. I've also reached out to some of the makers of the Voron kits, and they're not interested. So Voron 2.4 kit. This is what I'm looking at here. So here's a FormBot one. So like I said, it's $1,500. So that's $1,280 plus $223.30. So $1,280, 37 plus 223.30. So $1,503. So that's with all the printed parts included. If I get no printed parts, it only saves me like $60, less than that. And then if I go down, look to the smallest size, that only saves me, same thing, like $60, like $160. It's not worth it. You just go full size, big bore. Yeah, I mean, it's similar. It's similar to Nordic countries, except we get fewer services than Nordic countries. We're still ahead of like the U.S. in terms of services, but like our retirement age is higher and stuff like that. Like I don't really care about paying taxes. I mean, it is what it is. You pay. It's a part of life. But I just wish I didn't have to be responsible. You know what I mean? So here's the Cyborg kit. So yeah, like $1,500, same thing. But I think this one, with decorative parts. So so it's a little bit more expensive. No, exactly, Fleming. That's what I mean. Like, if the small one was like half the price, I would be considering it. But now at this point, I'm like, screw it. Just go full bore, and we'll make whatever parts we want. And it's cool because it comes with a whole bunch of cool stuff. Like, here's the upgrades. So it comes with a tool head PCB, the fan adapter PCB, the breakout. You get the Bakelite insulators for the heated bed under here. You get the brass wire brush for nozzle cleaning. You get the Nevermore air filter, which is more printed parts. You get LED lights for inside the chamber, runout detection. You get the tap, which is the fairly new addition. You got the input shaping, so that's the accelerometer board. You get the hardened gears. You get this weird adapter PCB, probably for making your wiring a bit easier. So you get everything. Oh yeah, and it comes with Moons motors, so high quality motors. So brand name, which is good, and it comes with the BTT Pi, which lets you run, over the internet and stuff like that. So it's a cool kit. And then you get also the PT1000 temperature sensor and a chamber thermistor. So you get a lot for your money, but it is a lot of money. No, you know what, Fleming? People joke about that, but my wife is like #1 supporter. She's super cool. It's all up to me, so it's pretty nice. She's expressed interest in 3D printing things, but she feels like she can't think of anything she'd like 3D printed. But we'll change that. We'll change that, right? I'll show her all about it, and maybe she'll be into it. Especially with the web interface, we'll should be able to start prints from her workshop or whatever. I think we'll get through to her. But she's all aboard. Like, she understands what the mission is here. Trust me, like, people that say that they're you know, their significant others are, you know, impeding them or whatever. They just pick the wrong ones. Like, my wife has been nothing but supportive, which is great. And I know you're just kidding, but you know, I just wanted to make that clear. My wife is like the best. Look at this. Does it come with wire things? Huh. I'm pretty excited. I'm a little sad that I won't be able to print my own ABS parts, but then again, you know, it is what it is. Oh yeah, I wanted to check. I have heat set inserts, but I need to check if they're the Voron spec, because if they are, I can try to start printing this part here. This guy, the Stealth Burner front. Let's see. I'll go get my heat set inserts and we'll see if we can compare them to the Voron spec, because that is something I needed to know. And I was like, oh, there's no way to check now, but there is. So these are, oh, they're short. I don't know if they'll, here we go. So 3x4x5, that's the M3 ones, and 4x5x7 is the M4 ones. So I'm gonna go check on the Voron list. Hey, how's it going, Marcus? Oh, good. Someone came out to have a look. Yeah, I was not about to brave the weather, the coldness, and plus, it's kind of a distance out for me, and we're a one vehicle household for the moment, so that is the crappy part. 3x5x4. 3x4x5, does that count? M3x5x4. Did you guys get some stuff figured out? And Happy New Year, by the way. Got a BTT Octopus. They have the TMC. So I have the TMCs. Oh, they're doing angle connectors. That is interesting. They're supposed to be doing blind joints. I'm trying to see in this. Oh, it'd be these guys. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I would really love to get printing some ABS, because I was thinking I can print some ABS, but I would just have to put my 3D printer in a chamber, but all the parts on my 3D printer are 3D printed at a PLA, so it won't work. But yeah, I'd love to print. Here, let's go. Voron. Whoops, Voron. Guys who are doing the mechanicals for the motors came out to take some more measurements. Ooh, very cool. Tool heads, Stealth Burner. Look how beautiful this thing is. Honestly, work of art. And then the STLs are here. Stealth Burner. Main body, is that the face? Yeah. This is kind of a complex print. So this needs to be printed in ABS. Look at this, no support. You just print those overhangs and everything. That's an overhang, prints solid. It's ridiculous the amount of work that these guys did. And like that prints without support either. How the heck do they do that? Oh, I see, they're bridging across like that. Oh, very smart. Can I move this? Nope. So they're bridging across this way, and then this way, and then this way, and then making the bore. Look at them go. I'm like infatuated with the Voron. So my custom 3D printer, I was thinking I'll just say screw it, I'll put one of these on. But there's a part on the back that takes a print heads. So Revo should be a V6, but there's a part on the back. I need that part that takes a 3D touch. It is. The Voron team is like a fantastic team. Stealth burner. BL Touch. I have so many of these BL Touch probes. With the Galileo. So this kind of thing. So it's like a direct drive. There, yeah, I need this mount. But look how far forward that is. It's sitting so far forward. That's like huge. It's like sticking out. You're losing like 20 millimeters. Oh yeah, definitely. They did I am envious of the Voron team's skill. Nero 3D is a Canadian YouTuber. He's on the team. I don't know what exactly he works on, but this guy here, he's part of the Voron team. He says so somewhere, but I don't know if he's like one of their engineers or if he's just like a beta tester or if he does community. I have no idea, but he's part of the team, and I'm envious. So that's pretty cool. So yeah. Oh yeah, let's check the bill of material. Oh, it just says threaded insert. There's a lot of freaking hardware that goes into one of these. Should we just print one? I have black PLA Plus. I guess I can switch it to PETG. Nah, it's gonna take way too long. Because I think I can use PETG. Yes. So right now the people are using the tap probe, but I don't know if the tap probe, if I can do it with the SKR boards I have. And plus the tap probe needs another MGN rail. I'm trying not to buy any more parts. But I agree, Voron tap seems like the way to go. So yeah, this guy here. So, oh, is that actually only? Oh, this must be a new user deal. Hang on, let's see if I can. If I put this in Chrome, where I'm signed in. 25 bucks, and it does come with the heat sets. That is very tempting. And it comes with the magnets too. Maybe. But I also need the stealth burner. I would need the kit. So look at the price of this. $120. You see how it just makes sense to buy the whole kit? So this doesn't even include the tap. So you need to add the tap on top of that. Is that tap? No. So every time you look at this, it's like, damn, I should just get, like, if just the Stealth Burner pieces are $120, then like just get the whole kit. Let me check my bank balance real quick. Should I just order a freaking Voron kit before tax season? Let's see. What can you guys see? Okay, you guys can't see me. That's good. I'm tempted, but it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, and I have to fix my transmission first. I'm so tempted just hanging out here with you guys. This is all your fault. Okay, let's try to do something here before I start blaming you guys. So I feel like these might be the correct ones, but they might be too short because it said 3 by 5 by 4, but these are 3 by 4 by 5. I don't know if they're entirely correct. Whatever. In they go with the rest of the stuff. I've been trying to do more organization. So riv nuts, brass hardware, and heat set inserts. But yeah, I'm so tempted to pull the trigger on a $1,500 printer that I absolutely don't absolutely need at this point, but I absolutely want. All right, so this is done. We're gonna make a video on that, probably do it off camera. So that's good. All right, what else can we have a look at? Can have a look at this. Ugh. I haven't messed with this yet. Haven't even plugged this in. But this is one of these power meter things. So let's see. Let's see if we can just get this going. Have a good idea of what's going on here. Job, family, health, and the government that own you come first. So I'm healthy, which is good. I do have 3 jobs. None of them are particularly stable, sadly. Although the job with my new job is a little bit more stable. Although he did drop one of his clients. Anyways, and the government, well, I mean, it's just money, right? Comes and it goes, waxes and wanes. All right, what do we have here? So we just have 3. This must be for output control. So here's what I'm looking at. There's the box. Electric boat power meter, kind of everything power meter. So here's the box. So there's a display here. And then we've got a temperature sensor, which is right here. So that we know. Like that. So that's good. Then we've got the shunt. So that's a current sensor. That goes here. That's a really short length for the shunt. Okay. And then we've got this guy. Must be output control from probably something sold separately as the KG110F. So this connects by RS, whatever, 485. Give me one really long cable here. The electric boat project. Oh, you know what? The Voron will definitely be an advantage for the electric boat project because ABS is a lot stronger and temperature resistant than PETG. All right, so display goes there. And then V-Sense, V-Exterior, and ground. So I do need to run wires to here. This is why I don't end up making videos, because it's just like, what am I plugging into now? And also, is this on the positive side or the negative side? There's no nothing on here. All right. I am not going to want to build a harness for this, so that's why I need to build a harness for this. Because when the time comes to do a YouTube video, I will just complain and not do it. So we're doing it now. We're building a small harness. And so be it. We're doing it so right now so future me doesn't have to do it, basically. You could probably extend the cables. Looks like GST XH. I can. But my issue is I'm not sure if it's sensitive to distance. Also, I'm going to have to 3D print something to put this in, because this is just exposed on the back. So there goes another project. Okay, so I'm running really small wire here. This is tiny. 22 gauge. That's another thing. I need to order more wire. 22 gauge wire there. And my red wire should be around here somewhere, but it's 20 gauge. That's silicone, so that's not it. Oh. I ordered a lot of silicone wire. And then I figured out that you can't really use silicone wire in 3D printers with drag chains, which is great. Good to know. I am running out of space. All right, so that's not good. Where is my 22 gauge, or I think it's, my red is 20 gauge. Oh boy, and I just did some cleanup too. I just need to do more cleanup. Welcome to my life, folks, in shambles. Oh, well. Like so. I genuinely can't find my small reel of 20 some odd gauge cable. We're trying to build stuff so that my future video making will be easier, but it's not turning out that way now, is it? I think I need to hire an assistant, but Only an assistant that'll work for 5mm LEDs, because that's all I can afford to pay them. Let's see. I mean, I could spend $1,500 on an assistant. That should last what, 2 weeks of salary, and then Voron next year instead of this year. Always a possibility. Found a marker. I swear these cables were here. I make little harnesses all the friggin' time. Is this the same E or a different E as before? Well, folks, this may not add up to a video at all. I can't even find my basic frickin' spool of wire. Start piling all this stuff on here. There's some shelf brackets that I'm going to use for putting up. I bought some shelves, but I couldn't find my level, so the shelves are not up. Crimper. Come on, it shouldn't be that hard to find. It's just a little 3D printed spool like this. It's right there next to the box. Like, you're seeing it on screen? Or are you messing with me? Either way is fine, I just need to know. This is more than a little frustrating. Yeah, well, this is my life, folks. My my light mount is flexing to a very saddening degree. That's another thing I could do with ABS. See, I need ABS plastic in my life. It's just the timelines, you know? It'll be like, let's see, 3 months before I order it. Probably another 3 months after I order it before I do my first print. So yeah, that's not. That's going to be in a long time. Takes about 40 hours to put together a Voron, by the way. It is a big time commitment. I figured I'd do all of it live streaming with you guys, so it won't be so bad. But it does take a long time. Oh, have you guys seen this PCB? I think it looks pretty neat. Ta-da! Look at that. Yeah, I'll definitely... It's like watching and listening to yourself. Yeah. Yeah. I feel it. Like, a lot of us are in the same boat. But it's just not all of us are trying to entertain on a live stream right now. Not that I'm saying I'm like entertaining, but I should be. I'm supposed to be. I actually don't know. Oh, well, that's a connector, I guess. Hey, quick question for you guys. In my organizational system, is this a connector or is this a switch? Do I put it in the connector spot or the switch spot? Let me know what you think. Because it was in my connector spot and then I just felt like it shouldn't be there and now I'm doubting myself. Pretty random, but I did find this from my childhood. I don't know where my Pokemon is. Lost an M4 screw yesterday, still haven't found it. Aha, that's why I have a bucket load of M3, 4, and 6, M3, 4, 5, and 6 screws. So I can just let them go, you know what I mean? At some point you just let them be free. If they got away from you, they probably deserve their freedom. By the way, one of my Patreon patrons, never sure if he wants to be named or not, but he had sent me a wireless microphone. I found it. Yes. He sent me a wireless lav mic years ago for Christmas. And this is what I'm using to live stream, so shout out to him. M3, 4, 6 assortment. Do you know where it is? I've got you beat. I've got you beat. For once, I've got somebody beat because M3 and M4. Probably, yeah. M5, 6, and 10. The 10s are a little bit special. Oh, I have heat sets here too. What the heck, guys? I have heat sets here too. These heat sets are the long ones. All right. So M5, this is M5 here. And this is M6. Yeah, that's M6. These are M10s, but they're for a different project. Actually, they were really expensive, but alas, there we go. Hate it when one of my buddies would organize the lab. Couldn't find a damn thing. Yeah, I agree. SMD components definitely want to be free. Switchable power connector. Put it where you'll find after you put it where it should be. Yeah. I'm just going to leave it where it was. You guys will be responsible for reminding me when I look for it. That's the other plan, is I'm going to do a lot more live streams because I just seem to be more productive when I do live streams. All right, so this is a 20 gauge wire. So the ground is 22, right? Right, 22 gauge. This is 20 gauge because I ordered 22 gauge and they sent me 20. I'm guessing because they didn't have any more stock. So this is how we live. So we need like that. And then for V-Sense, I'll just run another one of these wires. I do need to order more wire. So, well, red is almost done. I'll do 2 blacks then. Let's see. Because V-Sense will be black, then V-External is red, and then ground is black, so that makes sense. Like so. And we cut this like so. There we go. Also with the Voron, because I don't want to spend an extra like $100 and some, all the wiring has to be done custom They send you spools of wire and crimpers, and then you have to go at it yourself. So that should be really interesting. Okay, so let's do one end of these wires, and then we'll put a little bootlace ferrule on them. So this is the only one that's 22. Hey, I don't know about you. No, it's 20. It's 20. Red is 20. The other ones are 22. There we go. That's stripped quite nicely, actually. These are sent to me by another maker. The label wore off, but definitely another maker. I was used to hate that SMD sneeze, and you've dropped $1,000 in components on the floor. Yeah, that's very true. M2 and M2.5 replace battery compartment screws, keep dropping, never be seen again. I do have M2. Oh shit, that's another project I have to look up. I need to start writing these down. But I did order some M2.5 also because I have a... Where did I put the parts for that? I was supposed to print in purple. Oh, dang it, is it in here? No, so this is the RC car parts. Shoot. Yeah, see, that's my knuckle. This, yeah, look at these knuckles with the bearings pressed into them. So yeah, this is for my RC car parts. Again, ABS would be very useful for this. I'm actually pretty proud of these because if you take them apart, look, they have a spacer, fits on the outside. They have these keyed features. When I really put my head to it, I can actually make some cool stuff. They have these embedded nuts, and you put screws through. I have somewhere an assembled one with the hub with the hex and the bolt going through it. Oh, here's the, see, here's the hex. So that goes into here, pushes in through here, like so. Oh, that's backwards. Goes in this way, and then the wheel locks onto this side. So there you've got a wheel bearing assembly, hub knuckle. Green connector probably can be removed for easier. Yes, it can. This one here. Yep. It's actually a really good feature of these those connectors. Okay, so that's not it. These are snow speeder parts. Shit. This is my life in disarray, folks. So this is the box. Okay, thank my science. So these are all parts I ordered for a project, and it costs a lot of money. I ordered everything from LCSC. I don't know what's in here. But yeah. These are some of the parts I've printed for it. And in fact, I've got my 3D printer tuned way better now, so I can actually do a better job than this. So yeah, should be pretty cool. So good to know I've still got these in stock. These are from last year for sure, like 2022 style. Did a whole year of doing nothing because I had problem after problem with whatever. Great. All right, 22. You guys are okay with me being unhinged on stream, right? Everything's good? CAD skills are a lot better than yours. I've done. Yeah, you know what? I need to actually do a tutorial on Fusion. Because for some reason, Fusion just works with my brain. I understand the way it works. My brain understands it. We're all on the same page. And I can't say the same about other stuff. 22, like coding for me, just cannot do it. I mean, I get by, but I wouldn't say I'm good at it. Whereas CAD, I'm getting better and better. My processes are getting faster and faster. It's like incredible. And I've been meaning to do a tutorial. Don't need any of these. That's just spare hardware. Got JST XH. Here, bootlace, or yeah, bootlace ferrules. That's what I was looking for. Okay. Cool unhinged guys, thank you. Pink print looks like a controller build. It is a controller build. In fact, if you look up the company Input Labs, I don't know if they're a company, but they're a project for sure. You'll probably see what exactly I'm fabricobbling. All right, so we did say, what was the order again? So V-Sense, VX'd, and ground. So we're gonna go black for V-Sense, but we're gonna put that as a yellow. That'll be the odd color, because VX'd will be just the voltage to power. Where's my... So yeah, I like these bootlace ferrules. They are a little bulkier, but they keep the strands in place. So that's V-Sense. Red is for V exterior or external. I'm gonna strip a little bit more off this. 20 gauge. Ouch. There we go. Put this on like so. I've gotten to the point now where I'm making these things, like I see that some of the adapters that I've made years ago in like a rush, I'm still using to this day. So I'm starting to get that old man mentality that I should be making things with permanence in mind, you know? So I'm now taking my time putting bootlace ferrules on stuff and, you know, trying to make my stuff last a little bit longer, because I see that they are lasting. So if I just put a couple extra seconds, then that one day where I'm like stressing, need to get a video made, filmed, or whatever, or I'm on location, I want these things to not fail on me. So just do the extra little bit of work that it takes, and then, you know, make something that I can be proud of, you know? I don't expect anybody else to follow along. It's just something I've decided to do. Get out of there. Whatever. I think that's part of getting old, you know? Getting old, facing your own mortality. V-Sense will be yellow. V-Sense is like way jammed in there. There we go. So V-Sense will be yellow. Same ferrule crimper, nice. Be twinsies. Are you ever planning to come up to Canada, Fleming? No stress or anything. The Open Source Hardware Summit is in Montreal. Probably going to be there. I'm hoping that some of my podcast guests are going to be there too. I think it's in May. There we go. All right. So now I want to bind these together to make a nice little harness. Hey, how's it going, Dad of Science? What do I call you, by the way? Do I just call you Dad? Because that's a little weird. You know? Only your mother called me Daddy. I should have some sort of... Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll put some heat shrink on it. I have just like cheap heat shrink, or do I want to go for the expensive stuff? Nah, I go for the cheap stuff. Doesn't have glue, so it's easier to remove. DOS? Nah, on the Dad or Daddy? It's good, it's good. All right. Oh, DOS. You want me to call you DOS, not like the operating system. I understand quickly when you explain slowly, if you know what I mean. All right. Let's get a little bit of a twist in here. If we pop this heat shrink here, oh, making an avalanche on my workspace. There we go. And that'll probably burn a hole in the wall, but that's okay. So now the only thing is I can't differentiate between this black and this black. That'll be quite important. But, you know, if I put myself a little bit of this, you know, every couple 10 centimeters or so, it'll make for quite a neat wire bunch. Look at me putting in the work. These are probably too thick. DOS. So how are you, Mr. DOS? It's probably nice and warm where you're at right now. It is minus, I'm going to check the updated temperature. Ooh, Discord message. Likely until 8, maybe. Oh my God, I got emails galore. Okay, so right now it feels like minus 17. So it is cold. Might live stream tomorrow too, we'll see. Like so. What I'm going to try to do, so this is not guaranteed, but what I'm going to try to do is set up a couple of videos to make, and then make them live, and then I'll just you know, edit them when I'm not live, that type of thing. I could edit live too. I don't think it's as interesting for you folks. So let's do a couple of these and see where we end up. Oh, shit. Melting the PVC a little bit there. I think she might be a bit hot. Whoopsies. My wife would love it down here with the heat gun going. She is like a fiend for warmth. 1 Degree C, BW's Deals in DIY. Peter Stevens, -11 in Moncton. You missed Clive. I haven't watched a big Clive stream for a little while. And it's really nothing against Clive, it's more against me. I'm just so brain dead lately. Let's see if I can drop this. I mean, I do complain about it on the podcast, but I understand the podcast isn't everyone's cup of tea. But I feel like so mentally overwhelmed recently that this is actually quite nice here. Just making this little harness, it's like building Lego, right? Just sort of methodical and just go at it. Put a little piece on. And the funny thing is, I was in, whose stream was I in? I think I was in a Nero 3D stream, and B-Dubs was there. So I was like, oh god, he's like everywhere. That was a pretty cool find. -5C. No monetization fear. I was a patron of Big Clive for a little while. I try to spread it around. Right now, because I can only really afford like one at a time. So I have, right now I'm in This Old Tony's Patreon. The poor guy is going through a lot with his family, so he has no way to get out into the shop so much these days. It's a little bit sad too, because he doesn't make as many videos because of it. There we go. Don't know if we'll fit 2 more or just 1, because these wires do have to spread, because they do have to go to the power in the ground. I think this will be the last one here. Ouch, it's hot. Burned my fingertips. I think even we'll slide this up a little bit if it goes. There we go. Okay, so we got a little harness. So now they're all stuck together. So now we have to figure out which black wire is the V-Sense. And then we're going to stick that on with the red on the positive. It's like heating up my wall a little bit. This Old Tony. Oh, you're not subscribed to This Old Tony? Have my old phone with me, logged in through my other... Oh, okay, gotcha. Project this to get your head clearer. I tend to clean up my shed for the same sort of... Yeah, you know, DOS, cleaning doesn't work for me. I feel like I just get alone with my own thoughts too much, and it's not good. So when I'm cleaning, I'm usually having a podcast on. It makes me feel a little bit better. But my podcast of choice is, they're on summer or Christmas vacation, so they're not there, sadly. And really, the podcasts I like listening to have nothing to do with makers or electronics, simply because I don't have to, think about it. It's like just pure, just entertainment. And I do like, don't get me wrong, I do like listening to electronics podcasts, or like makery podcasts, but sometimes I just need to switch off a little bit, and yeah. So here's I've talked about it often, which podcast do I listen to? You guys should, someone in here should know which podcast I listen to. Did this die? No, okay, didn't die. Peter, a lot of smaller electronic streams lately. Algorithm's been holding out. Yeah, I know. The algorithm sucks for new discoverability. All right, so yeah, you guys should know what my podcast of choice is, because I do talk about it a lot. And if you don't, that's fine. I will tell you guys if you guys give up, but I do like to know if anyone actually knows. First try. So the V-Sense and the VX, I'm going to twist them together, like so. And then these guys will get a piece of the red heat shrink. There we go. Need a piece of black as well. Don't think I've heard of them. Listen to Nero a lot. Yeah, Nero is pretty cool. Another maker does not have a podcast. He comes on my podcast. Although he really should have a podcast. I would listen to like a Develop with Dan, which is his developer channel. I would listen to that for sure. All right, now I don't know where my black heat shrink is. Looks like this, but black. Oh, here it is. Oh, this is tiny. That is not my black heat shrink. Well, it is my black, this one. It is my black heat shrink, but I need bigger than that. But that heat shrink is probably the one I use the most. Pile of stuff. Oh, yeah. Which podcasts? The podcast I listen to the most isn't an electronics podcast. Because I like to switch my brain off. So the podcast I listen to the most has nothing to do with makers, nothing to do with electronics. I'm just curious if anyone actually remembers what it is, because I do say it a lot. And it's fine if you don't. I'm not testing you. I'm just seeing how much I talk about it, I guess. Where is it? It's kind of a deep cut. You know, you kind of got to be listening to the podcast week after week, which I know how many are out there listening to the podcast week after week. And it's actually a crazy amount. It's like 300 to 500 people, depending on the week. It's like, that's a lot of people listening to the podcast, which is great, because I really didn't think I would have that much impact. So I need to pump those numbers, you know, to get my end of the year goal accomplished. I cannot find this heat shrink. It's gone missing. Let me check chat, see what you guys are saying. Nope. Well, I mean, they're real goals. They, you know, they mean a lot to me. You know, like, I don't know. I don't really like talking about it, because it does make me sound whiny. So, you know, if you really want to know, I can explain. But yeah, basically, I just want this year to be a growth year for the channel and the podcast. That's the basics. Because I just feel like I do put in a lot of effort, not as much effort as I could, obviously. But it'd be nice to, you know, to have the channel do really well, so I can have a little bit less stress. Oh, look, I found something else I was supposed to put away. And I found a display. What's the display doing under here? Huh. Well, I don't know where my heat shrink is, but I'll put wire and heat shrink on my list. I don't know if I sound the same, but I'm looking underneath my desk here for signs of heat shrink. Okay, well, I can use fancier heat shrink, I guess. That's not that big of a deal. Where are you guys? Oh, LTT is in there for sure. It's not my most watched podcast, but I definitely nope, nope. So yeah, LTT is definitely there, but it's not my most watched podcast. Podcast I watch the most is the H3 podcast with Ethan Klein and the gang over there. It, again, has nothing to do with makery stuff, nothing to do with electronics, and that's kind of by design. They're just straight entertaining. They do roughly 3 to 4 hours of podcasting content 3 days a week. It used to be 4 days a week, but now it's 3 days a week. So when I watch on 1.5 or 1.25 times speed because I'm never really home to watch them live, and it just, you know, puts my mind on other stuff. I don't have to think about, you know, work or what my next video is going to be, or even like the thing is when I'm watching like Great Scott and stuff like that, right? I've got, my brain is working and I'm like thinking of videos that I want to make. Yeah, your 4mm screw is definitely there. I'm always thinking of videos I want to be making. And so when I listen to a podcast that has nothing to do with makers, nothing to do with electronics, it's like I can just let my mind rest. I don't know if that makes any sense. So in fact, I was thinking of, because like I can't, especially the H3 podcast, they do really well monetarily. They have like thousands of channel members, and like I could become a channel member and, you know, support them for $5 a month, but that's not really what they don't really need, you know, an extra $5 from me. So I was thinking of making them something because I'm a maker and sending it to them, and, you know, hopefully a little gift would be nice to send them, right? Hopefully they'd be happy to get a little gift. So yeah, that was just a thought. But I mean, the other problem is so many talented people like make art for them and stuff like that I don't even know if they'd want some shitty thing I made that lit up with LEDs, you know what I mean? Andrew Huberman, Chris Williamson, Diary of a CEO. Yeah, those, so the business podcasts are off for me. They're a no-no because they're too intense. Like I you know what? When I need to relax, the last thing I want to think about is how to grow my business and what moves I should be making and whatever. I mean, all I want is a Voron, you know what I mean? I just want to build stuff. If I had unlimited budget, I would frickin' just build stuff like you wouldn't imagine. I wouldn't have to go to work. I'd have space. I would just be building stuff. Wood, metal, plastic, you name it, I'd be building it. I don't really care about the business aspect, which sucks because once a year, when I have to do my personal income taxes, or my what's it called, the self-employment taxes, I have to go through all the frickin' financials of my YouTube channel. Pain in the butt. I don't want to deal with my financials. I just want to build stuff. So one day it'd be cool to be big enough to hire someone to deal with the business side. Personal improvement, do this, not that. Yeah. Business strategies and all that rot. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Marcus, but it seems like it's not like that. I mean, I'll give anything a fair shake, but like, I am also pretty happy that I have found something that works for me, right? And just the shitty part is that they're on vacation. They deserve a vacation. I think I think Ethan runs the ship sort of like the way I would want a ship to be run. He gives his employees a lot of leeway, which is something after working as a professional mechanic for so long and being treated like dog doo-doo all the time. I am all for treating your employees like really well. So I do appreciate that he treats his employees well, but they also work a lot. They make a lot of content. So take that as it will. Sorry about the crazy noises. I'm shoveling things back into a box so I could check behind it to see if that's where my heat shrink went. Where is my goddamn heat shrink? Oh yeah, you're not supposed to say goddamn on the internet, right? Because religious people get offended. Hopefully you're all good, folks. I promise not to say goddamn so much anymore. So, some reason I can't find... Oh, I know where it is. Okay. I got it. Clive's count might get annoyed. So, over 200 pound land. Yeah, actually, that is exactly what's going on with me. My AliExpress stuff. That I have to sort through, and the AliExpress page is horrible for it because you refresh it and the list will be different. All right, let's see. Image in new tab. There we go. So you guys can hear me. Atheist here, yeah, me too. I don't really talk about it much because people get all touchy, but so I'm just running upstairs. I'll have to be quiet because I think my wife is recording for her YouTube channel, youtube.com/@VeroWackReacts. But I think I know where my heat shrink went. It's in a little box. Okay, heading up, up some stairs to the main floor. Okay, we're gonna be quiet here. We're going up the next set. Okay, I think we got it. I think we made it alive. I don't know if you can hear me. Okay, we should be safe. And huzzah! Here we are. Ta-da! All right. So what do we have? Yeah. All right. So, so we retrieved. So what had happened is when I installed. Oh, I'm like winded because I'm fat. When I installed my wife's LEDs behind her her set, I left my heat shrink up there. Okay, so now Oh, great. All the freaking parts I shoveled. Ugh. Now I have to unshovel them. Let's see if I can bring you along for the ride here. Is there anything breakable here? Not really. Okay. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Ugh. All right. So we're looking for fork terminals now. So you guys can join me. Yes, Ninja me. Okay, so we got these slim ones, but I want bigger ones. They fit around battery terminals and stuff. No, no. Nope, this is for relays. Oh, bet you don't know what this is. These guys, that's a deep cut mailbag right there. These guys. These guys, oh look, I didn't actually put the video out for these yet. It's recorded, but not out yet. Oh, not even edited yet. All right. Oh shit, knocked the camera a little bit. See, in the connector bin. Ooh, maybe when I did the high school class, I might have used them. No, I used these guys when I did the high school class. Right? So I knew that if I didn't pay close attention, this would come back and bite me. Yeah, it's these. Where the heck are my connectors? So I'm looking for big spades with red insulation. Or big forks, I should say. Ah, here they are. Got them. Oh, geez. I'm knocking everything over. Okay. Where did I put them? There they are. I'm glad you guys are watching me do this nonsense. All right. So now what I like to do with these is I like to pull out. I've learned this from Julian Eilert. I love Julian's channel. I wish my channel was like Julian Eilert's. But he's got such a way about him. Yeah. So you pull these off, and then you can just use your own heat shrink. So that's why we have colored heat shrink there. There we go. All right. So need to put the red on the positive with the V-Sense. So that's good. Come on, can't pick this up. You know what I did too the other day? I looked through YouTube's like live streaming tab. It was horrible. Like, can't find anything in there. All right, so put that on. And what do I have to crimp this? I can use this, but it's not a very good crimper. These are for insulated. I do have some for non-insulated, but they're really small, like that. That's the one that grips onto the wire. I actually have a whole crimping set, but do I feel like getting them out? Yes. You're not into Julian's style, but are you into my style? Because, like, some of my stuff is quite a bit like Julian's. Like, you can definitely see the influence there. These guys, that's what I'm looking for. My God, guys, I can't even explain to you how much ABS printing we're going to be doing once we have the Voron. You know what, I'll just use this. This might break stuff. Please don't break stuff. Oh, it's going sideways. Maybe I'll go in the bigger one. There we go, that's properly crimped. So I'll flatten the wire a little bit, that's okay. YouTube's live list by accident, yeah. Sweet Anita is fun. Yeah, Sweet Anita is the woman with synesthesia, right? No, she's the one with the Tourette's. Not synesthesia. I think synesthesia is a different woman. So there we go. There's my positive with the V-Sense, and then I have to do a similar thing over here. So in order to get more space, I fold wire end over. Oh, I know. I like Nero, actually. I don't care. I don't think he cares much for me, though. It feels like he feels a little distant when I chat. I feel this is what you get when you're a YouTuber. When you go into other people's live streams, everybody is suspicious that you're there only to promote yourself, which I'm like so not. But I don't blame him for thinking that. Like I'll never be upset about it, but yeah, I feel like I'm getting those vibes from him that he would rather I not like steal his viewership, as if that's even possible. So you can tell me if I'm wrong, because I've seen you in the Nero stream. But yeah, I don't like. I have never promoted my channel unless like the person like is asking me. But I don't promote my channel and other people's things. Sometimes in the comments, I'll invite them onto the podcast because they're a little hard to reach. Oh no! We didn't put the heat shrink on, guys. You had one job. Dang nammit. We don't have the heat shrink. No. Okay. So it doesn't seem very enthused with me. And it could be making the whole thing up. But like also like I'm new to the stream, right? I've watched his videos before. I don't comment a lot. I'm typically watching stuff while doing other stuff. So, you know, I can see why that would be. So, and it could also be all in my head. Very possible. There we go. So now let's see if this thing blows up. I hope not. All that for a drop of blood. My voice still coming through? Yeah, it seems to be. Good. I feel like I can make a better case for this out of PETG. I don't really need the Voron for this, but definitely something I need to do. Doesn't respond at times, people, because he's working on stuff, can't see the stream. Yeah, I get that too. I hope, because I do know it's a thing. Let's see, I'll put it for 1 amp. Enter. You guys see that? A little bit. It could be all in my head too, but I have seen it happen multiple times when people, oh shit, it's an annoying buzz. When, you know, they don't like when other content creators come into the stream because they're always afraid they're getting their viewers pinched. So I don't, like, even if he did do that, I wouldn't be blaming him. But of course, I'm not saying that he's doing that. I'm just saying I would understand if he did. All right, so that's good. Let's try to move anything conductive away. He seems like a nice guy, and he's actually he's in Ontario as well as Canadian. Voron, people can be different. Dare to be different, Voron. Okay, so here goes. All right, no guarantees on this. It might blow up. On. Ah, there we go. We are lit. This thing says run. Okay, so now load negative, battery negative. So this uses negative side. Okay, so how do we do this? We need like a banana plug to load. Where do we get that? I'm not crimping bananas today. I mean, well, I can't crimp bananas. I'm not soldering bananas today. That's a little bit excessive. We just need, oh, I might have, let's see here. This is definitely working. Can you guys see it? No, you guys can't not see it. Bum, 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 bum. It looks pretty good. I just need to put a load on it now. Okay, hang on a sec. If I grab some 12-volt loads, where am I going to find that? High loads and analog meters. That's where I can find that. Yeah. So, it's my high loads and analog meters. Who is the guy that sounds South African? Huh? He's not real far from my aunt. Live in Michigan, Detroit suburb. Who's the guy that sounds South African? I have no idea who sounds South African. Ooh, I got some. We can let the smoke fly. I have these 1 ohm resistors. We'll get 12 amps out of this. Do we want to go that way? Do we want to do a 12 amp load? We have a small load too we can do. This is a LED light here. $12 amps is a lot though. It's going to get hot. Hang on a sec. I'm not sure what the South African comment was coming from. I don't know who sounds South African. Do I sound South African? Okay. Maybe this can be held like this. Okay. Okay. And then this can be put in here. Let's see, I set, go 10 amps. 18 amps is the full max here. Like that. And then we can put this on here. That won't do anything, right? Oh, it is. Oh my God, it's trying to go through the ground. That is not good. Okay, we cannot do that. It's trying to go through the ground here, back to the battery, through this tiny little wire. Good thing we tested that. Another YouTuber that sounds like South African. What kind of content do they make? Like what niche? Okay, so we need a wire going from here to battery negative. But like we need a thick wire. I don't have a thick wire to do that with. I also don't have my wrenches on hand. Yeah, so I won't be able to do that. Okay, so all right, so how do we do this? We definitely need a wire from there to there. Do I just go like crocodile clips and say screw it and hope they don't light on fire? There's always that. Because I don't have anything that's banana plug and high current. I was looking for some like generic test leads. I had a bag of them. You can make those into banana plugs, but I don't know where I put them. They were in a bag, a whole kit. What happens if I pull this out? Nothing. Okay. So, yeah, can't open this. Yeah, I don't know. You need to give me some more details than that. Oh my God, this is so tight. That's not going to work. Okay, so we essentially need to undo this bolt. So that's not going to be a today job. Today I just want to get something on the screen. So we're just going to hook up something simple with alligator clips. What's this? Are these tied? Oh, these are not tied. Oh yeah. Perfect. You guys don't know what I have here, but it is perfect. I'm just going to put this back on before I lose parts. We'll be able to safely draw, you know, our high current. Look at this. Oh, missing a little thing. That's okay. So, in principle, if these come off, I guess I could turn that off. Oh, they do not come off. So, that's not a good sign. Oh, it's a negative I want anyway. Do the other ones come off? There we go. Okay, so we got a winner. All right. So, this one here, they come all the way off. So I can put this guy on here. turn this off. I set 0.1, enter, on. There we go. So pop this guy down. Pop this guy down. All right, and this can go right onto the battery negative, like that. It's no longer going to be supported by this clamp very well, but that's okay. And then the positive here goes on the positive here, like so. Now we're going to put, this is a 24 amp, so we can set this to the full, go 20 amps. There we go, let her buck. And then I'll put VSET 12 exactly. All right, turn this on. This should come to life. It does. AliExpress test leads with the crocodile clips on either end are terribly dodgy. Yeah, I agree. I have soldered most of them now to fix them. All right, so this can go in the positive. So this read-in is showing 12 volts exactly. And so far, the read-in's been really reliable for its voltage. The V-Sense wire is bringing back 12.04. I'm really sorry, but you guys just have to deal with the jank for the moment here. You guys will get a full video about this at some point anyways. You guys are just like in the behind the scenes process of getting ready for a video. All right, so this, I just want to hold this in place. Okay, and then pop this on here. So they got the voltage negative. All right, so you guys can see the current here, 0.07. When I touch this here, it should make a fairly big, should make a spark. I'm kind of nervous. I don't like sparks. This is, you know what? This is going to be 12 amps. I don't want 12 amps. I don't like sparks. They'll need to have the wires properly connected to the clips. Yeah. BNC terminal coax test leads. Almost no shielding. Yeah. All right. Guys, I hate sparks. Ugh, I can't turn that off. I know I'm being a baby. I know. Trust me. This will be a 6 amp circuit though. Ain't no joke. And actually I don't know if the body is shielded. Probably not. You know what? I'm going to limit this to 1.5 amps. It's a lot of current. Spark means you're welding your terminals, yeah. Add a few more ohms. This is so precarious. I hate this. I hate it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I hate sparks. I hate sparks so much. Okay. The thing is, it's all precarious, right? That's my biggest deal. I don't like the precariousness. Yeah, that's not good. That might short. Yeah, not doing it. So I'm used to working with Jake Award. Yeah, I hate sparks. I hate them. I cannot deny my dislike of them. I feel, you know what? Even when I used to watch AVE before he became a giant tool, he was the same way about sparks. So I feel like I'm not alone. So there's another solution here. Oh God, I'm just gonna have to do it, right? Dang nammit. I would much rather be connected dry and then flip a switch. But that just doubles the jank. Because if I need to make connections, that's going to be jank in and of itself. Screw it. Chickening out. Chickening out. I don't want to put 6 amps through a through anything. Not without a switch where the arcing can happen inside of a terminal. There was something in my soul that said no thank you, and I should listen to that part. And I just disconnected everything. That's okay. All right, so this is going to be a low current LED light. Oh. Wow, this is more jank. This is much more jank. All right, if you come in from here and you come in from here, all right, that should be good. Now this should only be, yeah. All right, so now how do I jam this in over here? Okay, so the light is lit. So we're drawing 650 milliamps, and this can barely register it. It's showing no current whatsoever. The shunt is too big. There we go. So this is providing light for sure. Glass fuses are used for a reason, yeah. What is the... Hang on. You try to avoid them at all costs. Your proximity of flammable liquids. Actually, the most dangerous part is the part that nobody thinks about, is that the battery can off-gas hydrogen. So when you plug and unplug the battery, you always need eye protection and, I mean, preferably a face shield. That is one thing that's weird with automotive, is that the batteries are so incredibly dangerous, but they never train anybody on them. They just sort of YOLO it. So yeah, this is not good right now because this is not enough. There's not enough current to do anything important. So let's try adding another bulb. I don't remember which one's ground. Let's go. Like this. Does this work? Nope. Nope. Why you no work? This should work. From a farming background, and I've never thought about the risk of battery beyond shorting it out and destroying something. Yeah, if you short out a battery, it's going to explode. Endlessly shifting batteries between machines and vehicles. Yeah, analog scopes, yeah, with the CRT. No aluminum ladders past this point. Signs on the door. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Yeah, batteries, I don't know. It's quite frightening, the sort of like the complacency of people going out and boosting. Like, does anybody know, like, you're not supposed to boost your car with positive on positive and negative on negative? You're supposed to put your positive clamp onto the positive of the battery, and your negative clamp is supposed to be on a piece of metal on the chassis of the vehicle away from the battery, because that last connection is when it's going to arc. And when it arcs, your discharged battery can get a sudden influx of current and then off-gas hydrogen and just blow up the battery. It is not cool. You're not supposed to do that. And yet they hire people with like zero experience, and they just send them out to boost cars in the back lot. You know, it's crazy. And so if you look at the instructions, actually a lot of cars now on the rad support, they have a bolt specifically for a negative. It says negative on it. So yeah, that's another reason why European cars tend to be safer, because they typically have the battery in the trunk for weight distribution reasons. But that means that in the front, when you go to boost it, they have just a little post. So they have a positive post and your negatives anywhere, but you're so far from the battery, you can't blow up your battery. It's pretty cool stuff. The boosters seem to suggest the bad way. If you read the instructions on your booster, they'll say on the chassis, on the piece of metal. However, the little boosters, they have electronic detection now. So they'll wait until it sees voltage on the positive, and then it'll activate it. So it won't arc, it'll go right through the clamp. So there is that. Keep that in mind. All right, so we know, like, we need at least an amp here, because this is not enough. We're not getting enough current. So what should we do now? Like, is this, maybe it's just on? On. It says on. Oh, I'm an idiot. There's nothing in the shunt. Wow, that was dumb. Wow, that was dumb. The shunt was unplugged. Oh. That was really dumb. If this was on Twitch, you guys can do a stream highlight. Put weight on the base. There we go. All right, so here we go. So we've got 700 milliamps, so 680 milliamps, and we got 600 milliamps here. So that seems to be good. It's actually reading correctly. Language, clear data, amp hour preset, remaining brightness. Well, there we go. So actually, it's fairly accurate, because this shows 680, 690. This shows 620. Oh boy. Does that really say, yeah, I think it's Junk Tech. Junk. But yes, it does say Junk Tech. So I have actually a really powerful battery that I can use this on, but very likely for the video and giving it a shot, I'll probably just be using this read-in here. what's cool is you can separate the Sense and the VX if you want to sense a different battery. You don't actually need to use the same power source. So you can use like a small 12-volt battery to power this, and then record data from another battery. This stupid piece of plastic. Get off of there. There we go. Peeled. Little bubbles were bothering me. But yeah, it is a junk tech or junk tech. I really like their tools. So the plan with this is to test the capacity of my lithium iron phosphide battery, but I need to design a holder for the BMS. That's really what's getting in my way at the moment. Because I even bought a crimper, and I crimped some fairly large cable here, but should buy bigger. This is a 12 gauge, yeah. This is 12 gauge. I put 2 of them to double up. But I really should use thicker gauge wire, probably something like an 8 or maybe even like a 4 gauge. The problem is though, 4 gauge wire is really expensive, as is 8. Okay, so that works. So that means I have everything I need to do to get a video done on this one. So that's already been really helpful. But yeah, it's basically this little harness that was stopping me from making a video. I had to make a little harness to plug it in, and now I have it. So yeah, that's kind of what these live streams are going to be. They're either going to be this. Actually, I want to keep this separate in this too, because I do have a video I want to make where I just pit all of these cheap AliExpress lights against each other. So yeah, that's kind of what these videos are going to, these live streams are going to be. I'm either going to set up first and record the video. Oh shit, this is hot. It's been dissipating heat through this bracket. This bracket is really hot. Off to Princess Auto for some wire. Yeah, if it goes on sale, you guys should see how freaking expensive wire is. Let's see. Screen. Hopefully this doesn't dox me. Princess Auto. All right. 8 gauge, 25 feet. $35. Pretty pricey. But that's only for red. Do they even have black? 4 gauge. At that point, I'm just buying welding cable, it seems. Yeah, 6, but jumper cables you can't use for continuous use because they're aluminum wire. It's not copper. So you can use them, but you just need to go way bigger. You need to go like way oversized because a 4 gauge copper, 4 gauge copper is way better than 4 gauge aluminum. So yeah, it looks like I would be limited to 8 gauge. And I would want, yeah, so, I'll go and I'll pay $70. So let's say, so it's what, 35, so $70. 70 times 1.13. So it'll cost me $80. So this stuff is real. This stuff is real copper. But look at the price difference, right? So if you get 50 feet total of 8 gauge copper, it's $80. Just shy of $80. For 50 feet of 8 gauge aluminum, it's $15. In fact, I'm probably going to go pick some of this up because this is good stuff, just not for, you know, not for crazy usage. Like, it works in a pinch. It's not great. But $15 is dirt cheap. Is this power? Yeah, this is definitely going to be copper-coated aluminum. 100%. Let's see. Yep, copper-coated aluminum. Jumper cables from Cheap Boosters, cables for jumping semis. Did it work? Did they get really hot? See, the reason why booster cables get away with using copper-coated aluminum is that you're typically only drawing a lot of current from them for like seconds. If you try to crank your engine over and over, you'll see they'll catch fire. They'll melt. They have these guys too, the inverter installation. 117 on clearance. But how long a cable do they come with? Doesn't say, but it's freaking 1/0 gauge though. Length of, yeah, but you guys keep that, Marcus. You guys can scrap it. Because you guys will get money for that copper, right? Yeah, I don't think I would use CCA for solar, personally. I have 12 gauge for solar, but it's not like, it's not ideal. Let's say, let's go for AWG cable, but this is all, I don't think this is 25 feet. Actually, it could be. So let's say this one. So they only sell it in 8 gauge. That's 60. If this is actual copper, this is cheaper. That looks like copper. CCA for, talking 35 or so years ago. Pretty sure we used copper back then. Yeah, very likely. My dad's got old booster cables that are like 0 gauge. And yeah, they were full copper. 16 Australian dollars. We're pretty close to even. 16 AUD to CAD. We're almost, yeah. So that's 3 feet for 14 bucks. I think it's actually cheaper at Princess Auto. But yeah, if this is actually 60 bucks, I'll have to check. Let me check on my personal Amazon account, because Princess Auto was 70. And the other thing is you actually have to go to Princess Auto. Let's see. So what do I need here? 50 feet. Because 50 feet's nice. I can do more stuff. True. How many cores? It's PVC jacketed, so you know it's not going to be flexible. Doesn't say. Let's check. So that's not 8 gauge. That's okay. Not CCA. Good. Oh. Lighter than the 8 gauge that I bought. Yeah, this guy, I think this guy got scammed. So yeah, if this is actually 60 bucks, might be a good deal. And I get 50 feet total. 8 AWG wire. Wait, what? Oh, the same company has aluminum wire, so I thought it was there's a listing up for 30 bucks. And I was like, what? But it's CCA. Auction free copper. Yeah, 50 bucks. Let's see, 50 feet. I really would want 4 gauge, but 8 gauge, let's see. Add to cart. Gotta check how much it costs me. Proceed to checkout. So yeah, $67.79. It's cheaper. And then there's 4 gauge, 25 feet, 60 bucks. And then the CCA is a lot cheaper. So the reason I'm not gonna go AliExpress on this one is that it's really hard to get your money back if you get screwed, and on top of that, it'll delay the project. So I feel like I would pay a little bit more on Amazon, but that's okay, because I can send it back. Well, shipping is like included. So like if you go for copper wire. So this, first of all, what's nice about the AliExpress stuff is it's really small strands, which is nice because they understand. But let's say like 25 feet, this is 15 feet. This would be 30 feet. And we go 4 gauge. That's kind of expensive. Microscope, boom, same problem. Yeah. So like 15 feet of 4 gauge is 150 bucks, and on Amazon, 4 gauge, that's CCA. Here's 50 feet for 111, so it's cheaper. And this looks like, yeah, this is welding cable, so this is fancy. Yeah, look at that. That's a beauty. 4 gauge, 112 bucks though. But it's coming from the States, sadly. Yeah. I'd probably want something that's easily returnable. They do, but it's calculated at like in the price. Like I could deal with this, like 20 feet. I really don't need that much, so I could do this. This looks pretty nice. Oh look, import fees coming from the States also. Dang Americans, taking much longer for me to get my stuff. Take a week. It's because Canadians don't use enough of this stuff. Reviews look about right. Oh, this guy did stuff in his, like a converted camper. The FedEx is the worst. Like I was just complaining about my Evil Mad Scientist kit. Here, I'll show you guys for those of you that came in late. Well, I feel like I'm put my teacher voice on. For those of you that showed up late. So there's that guy. And Ugh. This guy, which might have lost some pieces. No pieces lost. So this guy, so these are 2 kits. You build 555 timers out of discrete components, and it actually works like a 555 timer after. This little company, Evil Mad Scientist, makes them, sells them. They're American. So with the shipping, this cost me 150 Canadian pesos. 150 Canadian dollars, most of which was shipping. I think it was $37 American to ship them. Okay? Once they got here, between FedEx and the border fees, it was another $55. So this is a 200 Canadian dollar, like they're each a 100 Canadian dollar kit, right? Because in total I paid 200 bucks. So I wanted to support Evil Mad Scientist. They deserve support. They made really cool kits. These things are awesome. But most of the money didn't go to them. Most of what I spent went to shipping companies, and then shipping companies, and then the Canadian government. Isn't that crazy? The vast majority went to the shipping companies, but like the government got some too. But these guys got like shafted, basically. So if they're not selling a lot in Canada, that's why. But yeah, this is like, these kits are amazing. I can't wait to build it. But basically, look, it's a 555 timer. Get out of there. Look, it's a freaking 555 timer. It's got all the parts. And it's got the little feet. Isn't that freaking awesome? It's gonna be a desk piece, which I'm pretty excited for. But yeah, I really wish, I mean, if I was planning on traveling this year, which I'm not, but if I was, I would have just waited till I went somewhere in the States and then had it shipped to my hotel room instead. But yeah, really wanted to support these guys. These guys do great work, but I ended up supporting UPS or FedEx or whatever. The op-amp is cool. Yeah, I was thinking of ordering a third one, but I think it would just been way too much money at that point. Especially, I didn't expect. Usually, when you pay a lot for shipping from the States, it's customs clearanced already, so you don't have to worry about it. The customs are already cleared. This one apparently not. It wasn't cleared, so really expensive. But anyways, it is what it is. The op-amp is super cool. I would love an op-amp. It's just I have no more money. UPS can go, buzz off. They have no more of my money. And the sad part is, when I do end up ordering the Voron, which I mean, it's looking more and more like I will this year. UPS is going to get more of my money because that's what the seller uses. They use UPS. I think I'm going to request them to ship it like not courier. Like, can China Post? Because I'd rather Canada Post handle my shit. Because they charge me like $6 clearance fees, whereas UPS is like $30. Something ridiculous like that. Yeah, shipping is nuts. Again, like, if I would be planning on heading to the States this year, I would have just waited. But the thing is, I don't know when I'm gonna head to the States. It's very, very expensive for a Canadian to visit the States because of the exchange rate, but like everything has gone up in price too, so the exchange rate hurts even more. And like, everybody's a profiteer down there. Here in Canada too, mind you, but you can usually avoid traps like that because you know your way around. I just, not feeling it. Not feeling going to the States. I would really love to go to Open Sauce this year, but I was like, there's no way. The tickets are $200 American, which is like 280 or whatever Canadian, something like that. And then like hotel rooms in San Fran, and it's way too much. So I'm making an effort. I'm going to Open Hardware Summit in Montreal. But yeah. DIY shipping company to move gear without using people who are driving and or flying. Yeah, I mean, that'd be cool. That'd be really cool. I mean, even like crazy things like lithium batteries. You guys can ship yourselves lithium batteries from American to American, no problem. But once it goes across the border, and same thing in Canada, you can ship lithium batteries back and forth, no problem. But once it goes across the border, the fees like quadruple. It's insane. It's too much, and it's not tenable. So yeah, I don't see myself visiting the States anytime soon. Plus, I mean, you guys have a little bit of political unrest there. So I'm waiting to see what happens with that too. We have our own political issues here. So I don't have to add to my freaking list. Plus, like, I don't know. You never know. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so this is done. So I can make a video on that. This will go in my stash of LED lights. So I'm going to make a shootout video. I need a good way to count lumens, but oh well, we'll see. We'll see what I come up with. And so, yeah, I guess this is it. I'm going to go eat something before bed. I've only eaten at like 4 o'clock or something. So, or 3 o'clock or something. I don't know. Whatever answer makes me sound like less of a pig. We have to ship the batteries by truck. Yeah. BBM battery. Found a Canadian supplier for HP 347A batteries. What are HP 347A batteries? Let's go on a search here. Screen. HP 347-8A battery. Oh, for are they the? Oh, they're these things that blow up in retro computers. Is that it? Or leak in retro computers? HP 347. Oops. Yeah, these are the ones that leak in the retro computers, right? That's what's happening. I kind of like this solution though. Double A's. Although double A's leak too. Sounds like a laptop. Yeah, leak. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, I think another maker, bless his heart, but he is big into retro stuff. My eyes just roll to the back of my head. I just cannot do retro stuff. But yeah, he was saying that too. There's a big issue with them leaking. I bought a framework laptop. So hopefully this will be the last laptop I ever buy. I'll just upgrade it from now on. Yeah, I bought a 13-inch laptop. It's pretty fancy. $10 shipping is reasonable. That's good. You're on the East Coast, right? If I remember correctly. Would love to go back to the East Coast. Outlet? Oh, interesting. Yeah, okay, New Brunswick. Yeah, been to New Brunswick once. Was a freaking awesome place. I found that people drove a lot more sanely. Like, no one seemed in such a hurry in the Maritimes. Really love the idea of going back there. If I had, like, if my YouTube was my only income, I would move to the Maritimes. Just to be along the water and, yeah. Yeah, so I bought this for work, for YouTubing, basically. But it's just because it's all repairable. You can do your own repairs and everything, and it's upgradable. So I bought the Ryzen 7040, and when the new one comes out, I can put a new motherboard in it and upgrade it. So if you look, so i7, is there i7 7040 Ryzen 5, Ryzen 7. So there, you can just buy the motherboard. This is the one I bought. Not this motherboard, I bought the full PC, but you see, like, you can just use your old chassis. Yeah, it's expensive. I'm not gonna lie, I paid a lot of freaking money on it. But the thing is that I paid, like, my laptop right now, if I could just buy a motherboard, that'd be fantastic. Like just for an example, first of all, it's fast as shit. I bought a top of the line, so that's good. But, like, you can replace what's expensive though? My last crap book was 2K. Yeah, I didn't pay 2K. What also is great, here, watch this, is you buy Ryzen, but the DIY edition. So you configure it. Oh, this is more expensive than my price went up since I bought it. But you don't have to buy RAM. You don't have to buy storage. So what I did is I found RAM on sale elsewhere. So I bought my own RAM. And I found an SSD on sale. So I brought my own SSD. Like, I bought a, I think it was a Samsung. It's here somewhere. Yeah, Samsung 970 EVO 2 terabyte. And I didn't pay nearly this much. So, you know, then you put your modules. All these, the ports are all swappable, which is nice. So it was pretty neat. There is an aftermarket. In fact, oh yeah, so when your laptop, you want an upgrade, you can buy the motherboard. You replace just the motherboard. You can replace your battery too if you'd like. But then your motherboard, they make a case, or you can 3D print your own case, and you can use it as like a network server or whatever, which is freaking awesome. So it lives on, like, it doesn't become e-waste. Like, I've got a pile of laptops. I got two laptops underneath my workbench right now, which are just e-waste because they're not good for anything. But this is cool because it survives as a PC. I love it. Love the idea, and all the parts are replaceable. So Marketplace, if you go like parts. So webcam module, antenna module, battery. So the big one, $100, and you get a brand new battery, first party. Display, screw kits, like whatever you want, heatsink, fan, everything. The hinge kit, all the parts are replaceable, which is super cool. And they have the schematics available if you want to do like component level repair. Oh, you don't have to buy a charger either. So I bought a GAN charger instead of theirs. So I paid a lot less than this for a charger. So I think it was pretty freaking cool. But anyways, I think that's it for today's stream. We have been going for 3 hours. So I want to thank you all for joining in. Appreciate you listening, and I will try to give more notice next time when I go live, but no guarantees. So yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks everyone for hanging out.